Hey everybody, it's Dustin Hartley, president of Untiltheresnone, veteran PTSD and suicide awareness. I just wanted to make a video for you guys. I was going to produce one and edit it and all that, but I figured raw footage would be good. That way you know it's true, no BS. There's no script to this, so if I mess up, I'm sorry. But the reason I started all this was last year. I had a couple friends commit suicide from PTSD. It sucked, it really did. One of them I didn't know real well, but I felt like I could have done more. I definitely feel like I could have done a lot more for him, but we just kind of disconnected, and next thing I know, I hear about him committing suicide. He actually turned to drugs, and it was a overdose. And then the other one was a guy that I was actually in the military with, and learned in August that he committed suicide. And that one really got it going. I was sitting there doing the dishes one day, and I looked out the window, and I was like, what's next? You know, who's next? Is it going to be one of my best friends or something, you know? And I was like, what can I do, you know? And I look outside, and it was like something out of the movies, seriously, no BS. My vision focused in on my racing cart, which at the time I was planning on selling it because I didn't have the time to do all the racing and stuff. But I was like, that, you know, if there's one thing I know about the racing community, it's like a family. We're close. Even if we're mad at each other one day, you know, next day we're shaking hands, hugging, whatever. I mean, we're all a family, from fans to racers, everybody. But I knew that that would be my demographic. You know, these racing fans and everybody, they're all about our veterans. And so the very next day I got up, started painting it, looking for decals, getting decals all set up, and started doing research on more on the veteran PTSD and suicide. And as I went to these tracks and had this cart set up, and I made a billboard, or a poster board really, more people came up and said, it's awesome what you're doing, and they would come forward with people that they knew committed suicide or struggled with PTSD real bad. And so I decided it's time to do something more. You know, there was always that urge to take another step forward, so I did. I went ahead and started the charity, became incorporated with the state of Ohio, and then got my tax exemption, and now here we sit with 501c3, something I never thought even imagined doing, you know, with my life. And it's crazy though, because I work 40 hours a week. I'm just a normal hillbilly from Ohio. I work 40 hours, I race on the weekends, you know, I'm just a normal guy really. Nobody special. I don't wear suits. I wear jeans and t-shirt, you know. And it's just amazing to think about it. And there's always that urge to go one step further, one step further. And that's part of our goals right now. We just want to keep going forward. We want to help. And although our name does say awareness in it, we're more than awareness. We're way more than awareness. We want to help those veterans that struggle with PTSD. We want to help those families that, you know, lost somebody to suicide. But we can't do it without help. It's a stone cold fact. We cannot do it without you, without sponsors, without businesses, without corporations, big time businesses. There's no way. So we need as much help as possible. I mean, I've put couple $1,000s into this easily, and I'm trying to close on a house. So it's been busy. It's crazy, but we definitely need that help, I guess. But some of the goals we got, I know the VA has a problem with getting people in right away, especially with their mental health. So one thing I wanted to do was, if somebody does have a mental health crisis, I want to be able to directly pay for them to go to somebody that can get them in right away. Not wait on the VA, because when you need help, when there's a crisis, you need it right there. You don't need to wait 2-3 months or whatever. So I want to have the funds to be able to pay for them to go to a psychiatrist or counselor or whatever, to get that help, to get the meds they need. And also I want to help the families. If you've lost somebody, with Kurt, I see on Facebook every day, I see his mom struggle with it, and I want to be able to help families like that. I don't know what I can do yet. I'm still researching, trying to figure out what I can do. The praise from just his mom alone makes me feel awesome. I don't want the praise, don't get me wrong, I don't want it, but just knowing that I'm actually helping these people and even helping them cope just a little bit, it means a lot to me. And that's just a couple things. Also, one thing I know is a lot of veterans turn to drugs when they get home. Number one, I want to be able to get them help. Get them off the drugs, because drugs they just lead to bad things. And the reason why they turn to drugs is because whether you're sitting idle or you're in combat over there, your adrenaline's pumping and your body just naturally wants that. It's a drug. It's a natural drug. And I think that's one reason why racing helps me a lot, is because it gives you that adrenaline. And when I'm not racing, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a grouch. I can't help it. It's just, I gotta have that. And I know I want to be able to reach out and give that to other veterans, give them that adrenaline rush. So one thing I was thinking about is getting another cart and just periodically let a veteran with PTSD come race with me. Just, I got a schedule out, they go to the race with me, they either meet me there or meet me at my house, and we go. And I just hope that's something that can help them, because it's weird though, because I was watching something on the Daytona 500, and back in the old days, that's what those guys did. A lot of them were veterans, and they needed something to supplement that adrenaline, so they would get into NASCAR racing. So I really think it helps, and that's what I want to do. I want to help these guys get into stuff like that, do not only racing, but go to like NASCAR races, because I know I've been to a few, and your adrenaline's pumping just watching them. Just the power, the sheer power, and the excitement of racing. And then another thing I want to do, like skydiving. Skydiving was awesome. I got to do that. It was, the adrenaline from that was amazing. There's plenty of things, like even just playing paintball. But another thing, speaking of paintball, another thing that I know I've struggled with is, once you get out, you don't have that brotherhood. You don't have that camaraderie. You're not close to people like you were while in the military or overseas. So I want to be able to, periodically get with these veterans, get with these guys, let them know that people do care, that we do have their back. Even when we can't be there, we do care about them. And I think that would help a lot. So that's just some of the goals we got. there's plenty of things we're going through that, like I said, we started in August. There's a lot more we can do from here on out. It's just, like I said, we need the help. So even if it's just little donations here, $5 can go a long way. Trust me, when it comes to this. So I just want to thank you all for the support so far, and I hope to see some of you guys at some of the events. Just stay tuned, be patient with us. We're still trying to get our wheels going here. Just all of us are so busy, and like I said, we're all normal people. So hope to see y'all soon. Give us ideas, plenty of ideas. We can use it. But I'm signing off for now. I hope to see y'all soon. Thanks.